What is good, kind of people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, dyeing my hair rainbow colors in honor of the social media god 6ix9ine returning to us. It's almost as if his hype is at an all-time high right now after being the first high-profile rapper to feature in Pixar's Ratatouille movie. I bet he came out of that jail cell knowing all sorts of recipes to cook for his girl Jade the unicorn, who he feeds carrots to out of his hand. My hand is already tickling just imagining that. But before we get into all of those details, Bob Gang featured comment of the video is from It's Donnie, who said, "Cardi music gets my heart rate going. It takes over my cardiovascular system." We got all the puns, check it this way. Donnie is low-key big brain status. Maybe if we all hook up our cardiovascular systems into something like Rick and Morty's Google box, we can power a cardi robot to actually drop a whole lot of red for him on time. But back to the topic, 6ix9ine released from jail and getting ready to drop new music. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as you may or may not know, 6ix9ine has officially been released from prison, or at least wherever he was being held, which was similar to like a vacation island you can't leave. Dude was playing Super Smash Bros every day, sucking people up as Kirby, in-game and in real life, playing footsie with all the guards, doing anything and everything he does in the outside world with all the luxuries he's used to, except he has 24/7 babysitters dressed as prison guards who are feeding him baby food all night. Matter of fact, he already kinda had that with Shoddy and all the other gang members protecting him all day and every day while he was beefing with literally every other rapper. But in any case, 6ix9ine's lawyer is actually the GOAT for getting him out of jail. No wonder he has such high profile clients who are paying him millions of dollars, because he literally just pulled out a get out of jail card from Monopoly and somehow the judge was like, let's let him go. For comparison, YNW Melly literally tested positive for the virus, I'ma call it so I don't get demonetized, 2 days ago, and Mans is still in jail requesting to get out. 6ix9ine don't even got a sniffle and he's already chilling in the hot tub with 4 unicorn centaurs pouring him champagne down an ice luge that's shaped like Trippy Red. As I was saying though, the reason 6ix9ine was released so swiftly was because of the global pandemic that's going on, and as we just touched on with YNW Melly testing positive so soon in America's phase of the pandemic, prisons actually carry a huge risk for inmates as well as guards and staff due to the close quarters with other human beings and just being less sanitary in general. Due to this risk, the Bureau of Prisons and Criminal Justice are actually contemplating releasing all non-violent offenders to protect them against the spread, obviously with some sort of limitation, so they technically still do fulfill their time spent in incarceration. Luckily for 6ix9ine, he falls exactly in this category because he was sentenced to prison for racketeering, unlike Melly, who is currently being tried for a double murder case. The cherry on the top for 6ix9ine though was that he has asthma, which is proven statistically to cause a much higher risk of mortality, aka dying from the virus according to the CDC, due to its severe respiratory symptoms. Even so, his judge originally denied his attorney's first request because she did not believe that she had the authority to let him out and directed them to the Bureau of Prisons to submit the same request. But again, 6ix9ine's lawyer swooped in with the big dick energy that 6ix9ine pays M's for and claimed they were already denied in their request to the Bureau of Prisons beforehand, therefore leaving only the judge to have authority. If that logic doesn't make sense to you, I'm right there with you, but I've consulted my lawyer Dr. Doofenshmirtz, who personally sent me this clarification for the process of law in this case.
Update in the 6ix9ine case, it's a big one. He could get released any day now. Previously, they had asked the judge to release him on account of the coronavirus and him having asthma and being at risk. The judge had denied that request, saying that I can't release him, I don't have the authority to do so, you have to go to the Bureau of Prisons and ask them to release him. Now, the lawyer has come back and says, Judge, you do have the authority. The reason you have the authority, I've gone to the Bureau of Prisons. The Bureau of Prisons has denied my request. What that means is, as a matter of law, I have gone everywhere and to every agency and nobody can help me. Once that has happened, once I've gone everywhere and everybody said no, the power lies with you, Judge. That's the lawyer his arguments are making. That argument is right, and it's likely the judge will look at it and release him any day now. Look for 6ix9ine to get out in a week or two.
Little does he know I'm taking his wife to Chili's every Sunday. But anyway, 6ix9ine was released 2 days ago for the aforementioned reasons, in secret at first because the court decided it would be in everybody's best interest to delay the communication for his release because it is all legally public record, as well as to transport him to his home before paparazzi and worse yet, Chief Keef and his hittas show up trying to scramble his eggs, seeking revenge for 6ix9ine calling a hit on Chief Sosa. Don't get it twisted though, 6ix9ine is still technically serving his time with house arrest for 4 months enforced by GPS monitoring, most likely locked on his ankle, only allowed to leave his house to meet with his attorney. To me, this doesn't really actually sound that bad. I mean, 6ix9ine gets to chill at home, playing 2K or Viva Pinata or whatever he plays on his Xbox, ordering canned coochie from Postmates with that $100 free coupon that everybody's getting. It's not like any of us can leave our house anyway. He can invite all the bad biddies over. Of course, they gotta wear masks and take off their shoes at the door, but it's a proven fact if a girl is over a 7.5 out of 10 rating, she's basically immune to all diseases. But to continue, 6ix9ine virtually has no other restrictions other than having to FaceTime his probation officer every day and no trolling supposedly. Oh, and obviously no contact with gang members whom I would assume 6ix9ine doesn't want to see anyway after they popped all their Uzis in his baby mama, in addition to kidnapping him and robbing him for all of his lucky charms. That being said though, he can use social media however he wants, I believe. In fact, his attorney specifically stated, so far I haven't seen any restrictions about him not being able to go on social media. Obviously it has to be in good taste, no more trolling. Which tells me, by the way 6ix9ine's lawyer explained it, the judge never mentioned any sort of restrictions explicitly or possibly at all, and it's just the lawyer that's heeding 6ix9ine to be careful so they don't take away the blessing they just gave him of essentially getting him out of jail early and being able to ride his unicorn around the house anytime he wants, like it's Neverland with Michael Jackson. Something you've also probably heard in the news is that 6ix9ine is set to release 2 albums in the duration of the lockdown, and with how fast 6ix9ine pumps out music seemingly weekly back in the day when he was beefing with everybody, we'll probably get something within the next couple of months. Academics made a great point in that there will definitely be a waiting period for a couple of weeks to see his close family and friends, as well as to apologize to those members he's affected in the process, since 6ix9ine has already been in jail for over a year at this point, something like 13 months. But to continue, according to 6ix9ine's lawyer in the same interview we referred to before, he will likely be dropping an English and Spanish album separately due to his success on both ends as he grew up as a Mexican American, particularly in the Latin market with his song Bebe that at this point in time has accrued over 1 billion views on YouTube. More specifically, his lawyer claimed he already got an advance for all those millions of dollars for the 2 albums, so he's got to put out those 2 albums as soon as possible, because you already know his unicorn girlfriend been running up his black American Express card, re-dyeing her armpit hair every week in order to prove to him that she's holding him down while in jail, in addition to that whack tattoo she got on her shoulder. That shouldn't be an issue for 6ix9ine though, because if you recall back in October, the advance he got for these supposed 2 albums was $10 million. But then again, man has to spend thousands of dollars on 24/7 surveillance and security now while at home, just in case Chief Sosa trying to pull up and get that feature, if you know what I mean. Moreover, apparently 6ix9ine is building a home studio to be able to make these albums, and with all the free time he got now, instead of hitting the strip club every night like he used to, he'll probably be making even crazier bangers than he was before. Something I'm actually super interested in seeing is if 6ix9ine will drop music videos every song like he used to, maybe in his house like Drake did with the Tootsie Slide music video, but there's no way 6ix9ine got the same type of crib Drake got with the servants ready to bring him his daily 4 p.m. Captain Crunch bowl of cereal, all while filming the music video. But even if 6ix9ine does go bankrupt and his music turns out trash, I think the whole world has come to a general consensus that we need 6ix9ine back right now, even more than ever during this quarantine, because social media is slowly getting boring. We need people like 6ix9ine dressing up in their undies, running down the driveway with an AK-47 in their hand like he just killed someone in Warzone and wants to go teabag their face real quick for the kill cam. I was even wondering earlier if he even needs all the crazy security, considering all the beef online has died down and I haven't seen anyone looking for him, although he has been in jail, and it's not like the internet savages are the people he's worrying about. It's the real G's that move in silence like lasagna with 10 different types of cheese that he's protecting himself against. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, sneaking into 6ix9ine's crib to get a ride on his unicorn and feed it Lucky Charms. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about 6ix9ine getting out of jail. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it, as well as to keep up to date with me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Peace out, cut it, people. Nothing.